Hello everybody, it's Krahmon again here with another deck review for MTGA. This is a new Rakdos deck that I'm working on. It's red and black, which can be quite good. So, problem with this one will be balancing. We'll see how this works uh, here shortly. So, to start off the deck, we're running 3 Fanatical Firebrands, which is a classic for any red deck. Simple 1 cost, 1/1 haste, and tap sacrifice. It deals 1 damage to any target. The biggest problem I've been having with this card is missing the timing correctly to block with it and then tap and sacrifice it to deal the extra 1 damage to a creature. For some reason I'm getting that timing messed up, so I gotta work on that. That's on me. So up next we have Fungal Infection. Sorry, that was my phone giving me a notification, so let me turn that off. Fungal Infection, 1 black instant. Target creature gets -1/-1 until the end of turn and create a 1/1 green sapperling creature token. This is pretty good for early game removal. Can also help deal extra damage to a creature, essentially, so it's pretty good for removal. Up next, we have Vicious Rumors. This is a 1-cost black sorcery. It deals 1 damage to each opponent. Each opponent discards a card and then puts the top card of their library into their graveyard, and you gain 1 life. I love this card because it's like Smallpox, except for in Smallpox it was 2 black and everybody did it, and you lost life, you didn't gain life. So I actually really enjoy this card right here. Up next, we have Goblin Instigator. Another classic for any of the red decks I'm running right now. 2 cost, 1/1, and he creates a 1/1 red goblin token when he enters the battlefield. Up next, we have Arguels. I'm probably saying that wrong. Anyway, the Bloodfast. So 1 black, 1 generic legendary enchantment. You can pay 1 black, 1 generic, or colorless, whoever says that, whatever. And pay 2 life to draw a card. And at the beginning of your upkeep, if you have 5 or less life, you may transform it. Then it becomes legendary land, Temple of Aklazots. I probably butchered that name really bad. So anyway, which is legendary land. It can tap for black or tap and sacrifice a creature. You gain life equal to the sacrifice creature's toughness. So this can be a late game saver. So it's in here for early game draw. It's also in here for late game survival if it does not get nuked before then, which it can. So up next we have Lava Coil for more creature removal. This is a 2-cost sorcery, 4 damage to target creature. If it would die, exile it instead. Up next we have 3 murders, which, you know, that's usually a bad thing to say, so sorry. This is a 3-cost instant, destroy target creature. It's really nice. Up next we have Warcry Phoenix. And this card is a 4-cost 2/2 flying haste. And whenever you attack with 3 or more creatures, you may pay 1 red, 2 generic. If you do, return Warcry Phoenix from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped and attacking. So this one has recurrence, which is kind of nice. So it's in here to kind of just keep you floating if you can. Up next we have Rekindling Phoenix. And this is a 4-cost 4/3 flying, and whenever it dies, you create a 0/1 red elemental creature token with, at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice this creature and return target card named Rekindling Phoenix from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste until the end of turn. Again, recurrence, flying, good little combination. Up next we have Rascals Contempt. 4-cost instant, exile target creature or planeswalker. You gain 2 life. Really solid card. Love this card. I'm actually running 2 extras in the sideboard in case I really need more removal. Also running Experimental Frenzy. 4-cost enchantment. You may look at the top card of your library at any time, and you may play the top card of your library. You can't play spells from your hand, or play cards from your hand, sorry. And then you can pay the 4 to destroy it, so you can cast from your hand. Up next, we have 2 Demanding Dragons. 5 cost 5/5 flying, and when it enters the battlefield, it deals 5 damage to target opponent unless they sacrifice a creature. I've kind of always said that I really enjoy making my opponent choose things because it's kind of a psychological warfare kind of deal. Always fun. Up next, we have Gravewaker. 6 cost 5/5 flying bird spirit. And for 7, you can return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. So good for recurrence as well. This is a late game card, but it can be really fun. Up next, we have Etali Primal Storm. 6 cost 6/6 legendary Elder Dino. And whenever it attacks, you exile the top card of each player's library. And then you may cast any number of non-land cards exiled this way without paying their mana costs. Can be really potent. Enjoy this card. Up next, we have Vraska Scheming Gorgon. 6 cost 5 loyalty legendary planeswalker. +2 creatures you control get +1/+0 till the end of turn. -3 destroy target creature, and -10 until the end of turn. Creatures you control gain Death Touch. Whenever this creature deals damage to an opponent, that player loses the game. Honestly, that's the only reason she's in here, that last ability. And aggro grabbing. I always have to point out that. So next we have a Cabal Stronghold. 2 Memorial of Follies. Now, sorry, didn't go over the Cabal Stronghold. It's a tap for a colorless, or pay 3 colorless and tap and add a black for each swamp you control. Memorial of Folly enters the battlefield tapped. You can tap it for black, or pay a black to generic, tap and sacrifice this. Return a creature from your graveyard to your hand. 10 Swamp, 9 Mountains, Cinder Barrens, just one of. And then a Dragonskull Summit. Planning on shifting these around as I get more. And also using some Shocklands, of course. So as we continue on getting more cards, we'll replace some of those. Up next for the sideboard, we have the 3 Lightning Strikes for more removal. 3 Find and Finalities for the find primarily, so that you can return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. Can be really handy. 2 Gravediggers for more recurrence. This has actually been a lot better of a card recently than I was originally remembering, because this card's been around for well over a decade. So yeah, but a really good card. So up next, it's really good for recurrence, creature from your grave. So, and then 2 more Rascals Contempt, of course, and 2 Doom Whisperer. 5 cost 6/6 Nightmare Demon, Flying Trample. Pay 2 life, Surveil 2. Can be really good in combination with Experimental Frenzy and a number of other things, and for also recurrence. And then we have 3 Banefires rounding out the board, just for more removal, or if you can't get a direct shot, just burning your opponent. So anyway, guys, that is the layout for this deck. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope it gives you ideas, and thanks for hanging out, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Later.